American pharmaceutical company Eli Lilly has paused its coronavirus antibody clinical trials due to a potential safety concern. This news was brought to light after government officials sent emails to researchers at Eli Lilly testing sites. As of Tuesday, the company has officially confirmed the halt. They have not, however, given any specific details as to what safety issues prompted the pause. The Eli Lilly trial was designed to test the benefits of the antibody therapy on hundreds of people hospitalized with COVID-19. Their trial is one of several sponsored by the National Institute of Health as part of the U.S. government's multi-agency effort called Operation Warp Speed. Eli Lilly is one of several companies pursuing experimental treatments for COVID-19 that use monoclonal antibodies. These are mass-produced mimics of immune molecules the human body produces in reaction to the virus. According to health officials, antibodies can block the coronavirus from infecting cells. Eli Lilly hopes to collect data to figure out whether antibodies can protect certain people from developing COVID-19 after encountering the virus. The treatment being developed by Lilly is similar to a treatment designed by Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, which developed an antibody treatment that was given to President Trump. This news is particularly important because it comes only a day after pharmaceutical company Johnson & Johnson announced the pause of its coronavirus trial following an unexplained illness in one of its volunteers. Additionally, it follows pharmaceutical company AstraZeneca's decision to halt their late-stage vaccine trials due to a severe adverse reaction in a trial participant. Health officials have said, in large clinical trials, pauses are not unusual, and declines in health in volunteers are not necessarily the result of the experimental drug or vaccine. Such halts are meant to allow an independent board of scientific experts to review the data and determine whether the event may have been related to the treatment or occurred by chance. We on one hand have health officials who are praising these companies for halting their trials because they believe it will lead to the arrival of the safest possible vaccine candidate. Meanwhile, on the other hand, we have a weary public who at large do not feel confident in the arrival of any vaccine due to the increasingly strong possibility of severe adverse reaction and its possible inability to remedy coronavirus. Lastly, there's a growing disagreement regarding herd immunity. Some scientists have insisted the coronavirus should be allowed to freely circulate among young, healthy individuals until a natural herd immunity is achieved. Allegedly, this method has begun to take root in some White House circles. This has prompted a response from the World Health Organization. During a virtual press briefing, Mr. Tedros Ghebreyesus of WHO issued a warning. He said, herd immunity is a concept used for vaccination, in which a population can be protected from a certain virus if a threshold of vaccination is reached. Herd immunity is achieved by protecting people from a virus, not by exposing them to it. He continued, never in the history of public health has herd immunity been used as a strategy for responding to an outbreak, let alone a pandemic. It's scientifically and ethically problematic. During the press briefing, he gave examples of what herd immunity is and how it's traditionally supposed to work. Herd immunity helps protect vulnerable people like infants and those with compromised immune systems who can't get the vaccine. Therefore, if 95% of the population is vaccinated, the remaining 5% will also be protected from the spread of the virus. However, many rightly and justifiably feel the concept of herd immunity itself is a travesty. We will continue to monitor the race to a COVID vaccine. Until next time, I'm Nail Ali, and this is Verified.